let's see, there's like a countryside, like older countryside scene, $5. $5 for one plate. Oh my goodness. Hey everyone, it's Laura. Welcome back to my channel. So I just want to start off by saying I hope this footage works because I'm currently using my original camera, but I've noticed that a lot of my footage has been becoming corrupt lately. So I'm not sure if it's a disc issue or if it's a camera issue entirely. I'm hoping I don't have to get a new camera because that would be kind of upsetting. But right now I am experiencing some technical difficulties. So I'm going to hold off on doing like other types of videos while I'm figuring out what's going on. I feel like the thrift vlogs I can kind of piece together because there's a little bit more footage and it's a little more relaxed. Whereas the other videos are a little more structured. My advice videos, my craft videos, and thrifter past videos. So I'm hoping this works. I'm hoping this explanation comes out. Just wanted to check in as well. So I have been kind of like a little burnt out and a little anxious. So I'm just been trying to kind of take it a little bit easy. I'm not right now, this will probably be coming out maybe like a month or so after I've recorded it, but right now I'm not feeling as, I gotta rub in my makeup a little bit more, sorry about that. I'm not feeling as energized and just feeling a little stressed because I did leave my job in a full-time to part-time basically. So I have been having more time and the hours are even less this month. So I'm having even more time. So it's like, oh, I have this more time and I could just naturally do more. The things that I feel hard to acknowledge is that like I did get burnt out from my last job and I feel like I had been feeling this like chronic burnout for a while. On the one hand, I don't want to be sitting here like, oh, I have all this free time. I could just sit and just, mess around and not be responsible because, I'm a hardworking, responsible person and I need to remember that. But I also, like everybody else, need that time to kind of decompress. And I don't think I've really taken that time. I was just really excited after I left my last job to be like, oh, I'm going to have more time to work on art and things like that, and didn't really take the time to just kind of be. And that's something that I kind of swaying around, sorry, that's something that I kind of constantly struggle with. And so I'm really just taking that time to be and take that time to like make art and things like that. I still want to do like an art show and things like that. For those of you that don't know, I do thrift blog, but I'm also like an artist on the side. Ooh. As well as having like a daytime job. So there's several things that I'm kind of juggling. But right now I've just been kind of focusing on some art. This is one of the things I've been making. So this is like a little squishy. It's drying in the back. I still need to do some edits to it and things like that. But I think it's turning out very cute. So experimenting with new art mediums and things like that. By the way, if you haven't checked out my first craft video, I'll link it up in the top over here. But yeah, so just really taking that time to focus on myself, making sure I have the energy before I'm pouring it into leveling up and pouring it into the next, okay, what's the next big project and what's the next big thing? So yeah, that's what I'm doing. But today we are going on a little thrifting vlog adventure. We are going to the Unique, not the one that we usually go to, but the other one that's a little bit closer to my house, but I don't go to as often. I've been feeling like the thrift stores that I've been to haven't been rotating as much because I kind of go every week, and I think maybe I should go maybe every 2 weeks. Excuse me. The inventory isn't rotating as fast enough for me to like be seeing new stuff. So yeah, hopefully we see some new stuff here. We haven't been to this one in a few weeks. So I'm thinking it'll be kind of refreshing to see new things. So I will meet you there and take care. All right, everybody, we are here in the Unique and the other Unique I was talking about. And we already found something right off the bat, which is pretty exciting. So check this out. I don't know if this is flash glass or not. I think it might be. I don't think so actually, but check this out. This is pretty colorful and cool, some swung glass. That's like all these different colors and everything. I just thought that was something that was really pretty. It's about $9, but I think that's worth picking that pretty piece up for. I'm just kind of looking around now at the figurines, but I saw this house and I thought that was like kind of cool and different. It's this like, I think it's supposed to be hung up. There's no price on it. So I'm going to have to ask them how much it is when I go up there. But that's kind of cool. That'd be a fun thing to like redo. Yeah, so right now we're in the figurines. Check out this lady right here. She's playing away. She's $9 as well. I kind of like her. I like the shape of her and everything. She is pretty. She is pretty neat. I feel like she had a partner. Like, I don't think she was meant to be alone. Shelves are pretty bare today, so I don't know if we're gonna find too much. So I have a Holly hobby piece. It seems to be a little bit ripped right there, but crazy. $3.49. I'm not as big of a Holly hobby that up, but that is a pretty cool piece. A little silly. I don't know if my cart is stuck on something or it's not working properly. American metal craft. Somebody made this piece right here. Unfortunately, some broken pieces. That's so unfortunate. This is kind of a cool bookend. It's $5.99, but there's only one. So that's unfortunate. I always hate when there's like only one bookend. And then here, down here, those are a little creepy. I'm not a plate collector. I like the frames, but there's several of these guys here. Freddy, yeah, this red skeleton. It's all those like plates like from the 90s that were like mass produced, but they made it like, oh, they're collectors, and they're really not worth that much today. Fine porcelain collection. That's not bad. I think it's just, is it hand painted? It's not bad, but I'm not like crazy about it. A lot of plates it looks like today, but the shelves, yeah, like I was saying, the shelves are pretty bare on this side. Oh, she's losing her pants. That's unfortunate for her. We need I don't think I can really fix that very well. Check out these guys though. Talk about clowning around right here. These are pretty interesting. I feel like they're made of paper mache. $9 on this guy. I don't know if this is like a famous artist or not, or if somebody just decided to make. But I like that they're kind of cartoony. I like this one in particular. I like the coloring on that one. This one is actually cheaper, $7. I am tempted, but I also kind of don't want to separate them either. I might carry them around with me and see. We'll think about it. Those paper maches are ridiculously, oh, she's frightening. Those paper maches were ridiculously light, so I gotta be careful when I'm putting stuff in the cart. These are pretty. It looks like somebody made the covers on these at least. Those are cute. Those are fun and different. I love seeing like handmade stuff in people's artwork, but it's like, do I want it in my house? It's very different and cool, but do I want it there? These look like some older candle holders. They're heavy. They're kind of cool, but they're white, so I'm not really like in love with them. I like to have a little bit more color in my decor. I'm not seeing as much here, so I'm gonna go to the other side. Okay, I saw this earlier. It's like a Ferris wheel. I think there used to be like stuff on here, but they took them off. But it moves and everything. That's kind of cute. So $7 for that. That's really interesting. I don't really have a space for that, and you'd have to kind of embellish that to make that look like pretty, which I wouldn't mind necessarily doing, but I don't really have the time to do that. There's one of those. Oh, that one's seen better days. We'll close that. $2.99. This is a simple little heart right here, like made out of wood. Feels like that pod, like monkey, like the monkey pod things that the monkey pod are made of. That's what it feels like to me. It's a cool looking piece. I do kind of like it. You know, I'll hang around onto it for a little bit. This is a heavy guy right here. $4.99. I think there's other things inside. It seems like it might hold coasters or something like that. I like the look of these shelves. They're kind of different. I don't like that they're orange and green though. You can see the green ones in the back over there. I am kind of looking for more like storage containers because I have this memory box. Getting distracted again. This is kind of cute. For $2 maybe. Maybe. Not that I need any more projects to work on because I definitely don't. As I was saying, I am looking for more storage boxes and things like that. So we're gonna like look out for those. I need some bigger storage boxes for some stuff, but okay, so we're beginning again on the glass part of this. This is all like clear stuff and things like that. So I don't really pay too much attention to the clear stuff. Pasquale's pizza and pasta. I did pay attention to that though. I generally like looking at the more colorful stuff and seeing if there's anything there. This is actually pretty. It has a nice like glaze on it. $6.99. You can see like the detail work on here and everything. It looks like from like Hispanic. It looks Hispanic from Latin America. Might be a tourist piece. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think this is particularly old, but I just like the way that glass looks. This guy might have some age to him though. Toby. By Wood & Sons, England. He is kind of $10 for this guy. $10. That's a little steep for me, I think. I don't love him that much, but he is a cool piece. Also, I have this plate down here. Seems like it has some age to it. You can see there's like a countryside, like older countryside scene. $5. $5 for one plate. Oh my goodness. I feel like that's a lot. Wow, the price is going up. It's crazy. But it's kind of a cool plate. I don't know. I don't think I love it that much to have it for $5 because there's only so much you can use those types of plates for. You know what I mean? What's this over here? That's kind of pretty. It's made in China. I just like the blue on that. These are just tart. These, I don't know what kind of ones are those. This is $6 on this, and it's priced separately from the plate. I don't think I like that. I don't know how I feel about that. Check out this hat though. $4.49. Looks like somebody made it like for Christmas or something. That's really cute. I mean, obviously you can't wear it unless you have like an appropriately sized head, but I think it's for like decoration. I don't think it's to wear. Yeah, I just thought that was really cute. We've got a ton of mugs today, so let's take a minute to kind of look around at these. You are magical. Love me some unicorns. $5 again for mugs. I'm used to paying like $1 to $2. $5. I don't love the mug that much. Don't love unicorns. I have plenty of unicorn stuff to make up for missing out on that. I think this is a Starbucks glass, or it kind of looks like it.
It didn't rain yesterday. It rained
Let's see. I'm not seeing anything like right off the bat that's catching my attention, even though there is like a lot here. We might look at it later. We got some presidential mugs. Sorry, I don't mean that. Presidential glasses, I should say. And sorry, I'm laughing because, well, there's George Washington. I'm not laughing at George Washington, but you have Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson was, if you haven't read about him, he's quite the character. Not the most liked president on the planet. Kind of a jerk. TBH from what I remember. Oh, we got more presidents down here. Let's see who we got. Woodrow Wilson over here. And we've got Eisenhower. I got those four. I wonder if there's more from the set. You know what I mean? Because that's an interesting four to put together. Like, I wouldn't think, that's not the four that I would think of putting together. I thought maybe like Mount Rushmore presidents or something like that, but that's kind of like an odd combination to have four glasses for. I don't know, that's just me, but this class is very adorable. My birthday just passed not that long ago. I do have some friends that are birthdays coming up, but it looks like somebody painted this by hand, and I just think that's so that's so cute. I don't know, I kind of want to like bring that home with me, but we'll see. I was looking over here because I saw this net, and these are particularly useful for when like you're eating. This one's kind of ripped, so I don't you know, when you're outside and you have food and things like that, you like, that's what you use that net for. But that one's kind of ripped. But then I also saw another one of those creepy plates again. We're going to be seeing them everywhere now. So here we have the Christmas stuff. And I'm thinking that resellers are probably shopping this area by now. Maybe like getting a head start. I'm not sure. She is actually very cute. This nutcracker. I actually really like nutcrackers. I'm already collecting enough things. This is $20. It was originally $40. So they just marked it half off. I have feelings about that. Yeah, needless to say, I'm not paying $20 for her. And even though I do like nutcrackers, I just don't have the urge to pay that much for something like that. And I'm already, like I said, already collecting enough stuff. So I don't need to collect anything more. This is cute. It's $11 for it, which again I still think is kind of high. But that's a cute like decoration to have. If you've watched some of my previous videos, you know I don't really, since I don't resell anymore, I don't want a ton of Christmas stuff because it's just like our apartment and things like that. So a lot of our decorations are inside. So I don't really want to be getting a bunch of, that's cute. He is very cute. Don't want to be getting a bunch of stuff for Christmas when I just put it away at the end of the day. This looks like somebody tried to paint over it. I don't think it originally looked like this. I think it's one of those hand painted pieces from like long ago, like maybe like the early like Edwardian area, maybe, because I know there was a bunch of people that were painting stuff like that during that time. I don't think that was originally meant to look like that. It looks like someone else later on painted over it. Let me know in the comments below what you think happened with that. Oh, this is a little seashell tree right here. That's not Christmas. That's kind of cool looking though. It actually might make. No, I don't think she's gonna like that. There's certain things where I'm like, oh, that might be a fun gift, but with decor, that's like, it's very much a hit or miss. You know what I mean? Oh, that's such a shame. So this is Charlie Brown, of course, $3.99. But he is very, very broken. Schultz Peanuts. He's so cute though. That's such a shame that he's all torn up like that. And if you need a piñata, a dragon one specifically, there you go for $11. What was it originally? I don't know. I don't buy piñatas, so I can't tell you what I estimate or think that is. This is actually pretty cute, though. $3, that's not bad. That's kind of a cute little. I love cats. It's interesting because before I got a cat, I was much more of a dog person, but now that I have one, I'm like, I love cats. They're amazing. I also love Halloween, so we're in the Halloween section right now. If you couldn't tell, these are actually this is $10. It looks like it's a candle holder of some sort. Those are very cute. These are really, really cute. I don't need it, but I am gonna hold on to it for a little bit and think about it. $10 is a lot for me. I don't think it's a lot for this necessarily in general from a retail perspective, but it is a lot for a thrift store. But as many of us have been experiencing, the prices have been going up, whether we like it or not. I'm hoping that will change soon. All right, so we are in the art section, another one of my favorites from the thrift store. This is actually pretty cool. This looks like a print. Signed Oh, I cannot read that. I'm so terrible with signatures sometimes, but that is actually a really pretty print. I don't think that's coming home with me, but very cool. There's also this, The Legend of the Shamrock. Good St. Patrick traveled far to teach God's holy word, and when he came to Aaron's sod, a wondrous thing occurred. He plucked a shamrock from the earth and held it in his hand to symbolize the Trinity that all might understand. The firstly for the Father, and the second for the Son, the thirdly for the Holy Spirit, three of them in one. Well, that's kind of pretty for $6. And if you are Christian, that is it's a nice thing. Is this the Kingdom Hearts symbol? Why do I feel like that is? I think it is. I don't know. I love whimsical art like this. So this is a print. $3. Very cute. It'd be cute for like a little child's room. Very nice. I am selective when it comes to my art, though, even though I do like that piece, because my walls are already pretty much covered, so I don't really have a lot of room to like. If I had more wall space, I'd be like, yes, this, yes, that, and then but it is limited, so I got to be selective with what I pick out. I can't tell if someone actually drew on this, or if it's just a print. Based on the way it's stapled, I do think it's just a print. Very odd print, though. I like this. Like, she was trying to be very clear. Do not disturb. Yes, that means you. Text message and only. No call. No calling my name. No walking in the room. No knocking. She was like, no. Do not disturb me. Or he. I don't know. It just seemed like very feminine handwriting. So I was walking and I found these two pieces right here. They are, one says $9.99. I don't see the price of the other one, but these are really very stunning. I don't know if you can, let me see if I can zoom in. It's stitched kind of work. It looks like it might be a scarf of some sort, but it's like kids playing. The frames are really cool. Oh, the backing was ripped off. That's unfortunate. That would need to be. And also, it's put in upside down. But this is actually very pretty. It seems like $10 a piece. And they seem to have some age to them. This is 12 and so this piece is 12 for some reason, even though it's the exact same thing, just mounted differently. I think I'll hold on to these for a little bit, but I gotta get my cart resituated because we're a little full. Okay, so I did ultimately decide to leave these behind because although they're pretty cool, I was actually thinking of them for a gift, not for myself. I didn't want to give it to somebody and they don't like it, and then they have this like huge thing in their house, you know what I mean? But check this out. I didn't look up at this. That's pretty cool. I think this is like actual art, which is amazing. Love seeing stuff like that. Have some Powerpuff Girls stuff. I do love the Powerpuff Girls, but this is the newer stuff. I generally like grabbing like the vintage stuff when it comes to that. Kind of strange that this is also $10, but it's just a print. I feel like the printing, the pricing is all over the place. And then this is just a print and it's $10. But then this is like on a mirror and it's $5. I don't know. Make it make sense. Okay, I think we are going to head to another part of the store though. All right, well, we are back over in the bags section, and I saw these and I thought these might be kind of cool to use for crafts. It's kind of like Scrabble letters and things like that. So it might be kind of cool to use those for crafts and things like that. So I might have those right around with me for a little bit. Yeah, this is what's in the bags over here. Got some gel pens. I mean, I think that's a pretty good deal, and they look almost full for like $3. I don't personally need them because I don't really use gel pens like that. You know what I mean? But in general, if you're looking for gel pens and you see them like that, that's pretty cool. I don't know what this is. I saw this earlier too, and it looks like, oh, I think it's one of those like Ferris wheel photo album things. I see what that is. Okay, coolio. Some seashells back here, some big ones and small ones. Also, some few plastic marbles in there for $3.49. But we got a bunch of shells a few times back at the thrift store, so I don't think we're going to be getting those. All right, and then I think we're moving on from this bag section over here. Yeah, we're in the toy section, and this is usually packed, but it is like cleared out. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but we have some toys and stuff here. I think this is a character from Star Wars or something. My brother would know, I'm not sure. This little guy's kind of cute. I also saw this bat too. It's very, very neon. Oh my goodness. I gotta move some of this stuff out of my way because kids have definitely been playing here. So there's a couple plushies here that seem like they might have some age to them. I'm not entirely sure though. So we have this Tasmanian devil here. He's $6.99. Let's zoom in him a little bit better. There we go. He does have some dirt on him a little bit, and that tag is definitely old. There's like nothing on that left. I don't know what year this guy could be from, but he's definitely on the older side. Maybe 90s. I'm thinking 90s. Maybe early 2000s. But, and then this one definitely probably has some age to it. This is Madeline, I believe. $6.99. She looks like she's in her Christmas clothes. Why does she have a stitch right there? Wait, why does she have a stitch right there? Can anybody explain that to me? Why does she have a stitch? Okay. Anyway, Madame Alexander, 2007. Okay, so it's not as old as I thought. I thought it was going to be a little bit older than that. And another one of those unfortunate tragedies. This is not a toy. It is a peacock, and it would be so pretty. They have it for $5, but it is very, very broken. You can see it's missing. Excuse me. Its feet. Its little claws right there. It's missing the hat. It's missing some diamonds there. So it has seen better days, unfortunately. So before we look at the toy section, I wanted to look at these earrings really quick because there's seems to be, these would be kind of cool, but it's missing that little ball that's in the other one. Also, some of these. Not anything that I'm seeing right off the bat that I'm in love with. I tend to not find jewelry that much here. I'm not sure why, but what's back here? No, that's okay. I have plenty of earrings anyway. Okay, let's look at the dolls. So last time we were here, or maybe the time before that, we had found Neopets plushie. I thought there was two in there. There was only one though, unfortunately. But we still found one. Oh, it's little avocados. Those are so cute. So hopefully we can find some more. I always like to be on the lookout and be like, Neopets plushies? Do you have them? Yeah, not seeing anything right off the bat over here. I'm going to give you a far away look. So what we got going on. Look at these. This is kind of cute. This little wolf in the bag right here. With bags, it's very tempting because there'll be one thing in there that you like, but it's like, do I really like everything else in there enough to grab that? And a lot of times you don't. You know what I mean? A lot of times it's what I like to do, since we have a book box in front of our house, is I'll put it in the book box for the kids, like some plushies and things like that. So if they want them, they can have them. So then I feel justified getting it if it's something that like I really, really want. Yes, we have the dolls over here too. Don't think I'm going to find anything with Monster High. I'm very surprised I'm not seeing anything off the bat. She had cool hair. That's why I was like looking at her for a second. Okay, no thank you. Phyllis Pet Shop in here. There's some cute little kind of random stuff in here. I like that little cat in the middle right there. But again, $3.49. Do I like this stuff? Can I use it for other things? You know, that is always the question. We'll have it right around and see, but I don't think so. I actually like the little figure that's in here. She is very cute. I have one of these at home. It's a different type of style. I also kind of like this dog too. The dog's pretty cute. It's $5 for the whole thing. So maybe. I was looking at this back because it seems like there's like older figures in here. It says made in Taiwan. Oh, Madison. Again, the presidents. We got a presidential theme going on here. That's interesting. It's a lot of like, oh, is this like ice cream fairy garden stuff? Yeah, it is. Well, that stuff's kind of cute. Let me see. We got like a little house in there, ice cream truck. That's kind of cute. Little fairy garden stuff. Before I abruptly drop something, this is also $4.49. It's another bag of fairy garden stuff. That's kind of cool. I do like the fairy garden look. It is very cute. I don't know. I will think about it. We will see. It is very, very girly. Okay, we're going to go and look at some other stuff. Make another walk around and see what's available. All right, everybody, I'm in the clothes section now, and I've done another walk around, and I didn't really find anything else. We're not going to go clothes shopping today, but I did find this guy right here. It is $6.49. It is Fenton. Where does it say it on the bottom? There we go. So it's Fenton right there. And so I thought that was kind of cool. So I am a sucker for Fenton, fun fact. So I do try to find it whenever I pick it up. But yeah, right now I'm just going to do a little clothes perusing. Honestly, I have so many clothes that I don't really want to, like, I'm going to be very picky about it. But then I'm going to go through my cart, see what exactly I have, and probably head out. Well, guys, thanks for joining me for this video. I hope the footage works out. And you have a great one, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.